Greetings to all 26 of my subscribers and anyone else who's going to be watching this video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. In all my other videos, it's always me doing a pattern or solving cubes really fast, or not so fast, or completely failing. But in this one, I'm going to be teaching all of you how to solve a cube, so that you can show it off to your relatives and have a nice party trick too. Learning how to solve a cube is different for everyone. Like, some people benefit from writing things down in a language only discernible to them. Other people just go on to jperm.com and look at his algorithms. Some people need a trainer, whether online or in person. But I'm going to be showing you some of the basics on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Before I get into the actual lesson, I just want to say this in case any people who are thinking about getting into cubing see this video. Do not get a Rubik's brand cube. Just don't. For the welfare of your soul, spend the 10 bucks that it takes to get an RS3M. Okay? Okay, it's 10 bucks. It's the best 10 bucks you'll ever spend. Alright? Trust me. Some places it's even cheaper. Like, if you get the upgraded version, it's like 12 to 15 bucks. But honestly, just the basic one is so good. Okay, that's enough talking. Into the lesson. To understand how to solve a cube, you need to understand algorithms. To understand algorithms, you need to understand the lingo. So I'll start with that. On a cube, you want to hold it with your middle finger and thumb, kind of like this. So thumb on the front, middle finger on the back. You do that with both hands. You can put the the ring fingers on the bottom, like the right beside your middle fingers. And the sides go like this. So the side that is facing up, in my case, it's the white side. This is the U face, the up-facing face. Not confusing at all, right? And then you have the right-facing face, which is orange in this case. You have the front face, which is the face that's just facing you. You have the back face, which is opposite to that, which is the one that I have my middle fingers on. You got the left face, which is opposite to the right face, and the down face, the face that's facing down. And there's two types of moves that you can do on each of them. There's a regular move and a prime move. How each of these things work is basically, if you took the cube and flipped whatever side you're turning to the front, whichever way would be clockwise, is the regular move. And the opposite of that, the counterclockwise move, is the prime move. So you just keep your fingers on it. If you need to remember, you can just go clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. And I don't know, that helped me, might not help you. But once you get it in your head, you can understand pretty much any algorithm. U, U prime, R, R prime, D, D prime, L, L prime, F, F prime, B, B prime. You can reference this part of the video if you need to come back and kind of remind yourself of the different kinds of moves. After you've scrambled it, you've got to make a cross. That's how you begin to solve a cube. You make a cross that connects one color to another color all the way around that first color. So most people like to use white for their first thing. Later on, you can start using all the colors. And how you're going to do this is you're going to find all the edge pieces with a white half. You're going to get them to the yellow face, the face with the yellow center. You're going to get them so the white half is facing the same way as the yellow center. So I'll just do that. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a side, pick a center, a face. So I'm using the orange side because it has an orange center. And I'm going to move these edge pieces around by doing regular moves on the yellow face until I get a match. So it's a white and orange edge piece matched up with the yellow center. That means that I can do 2 moves of the orange face, and now it's matching. Look, both halves are with their own color. You can continue doing that. Oh, look, I've got one right here. Green, green, 2 moves, white, white, 2 moves to get that into place, and then our last one is in place. So I'll just fix that up, and now you have your cross. The edge pieces are connecting the centers. You see that? Our next order of business is solving this first layer. This is one of the easiest steps in the cube, and therefore doesn't take most people very long to learn. Some people have trouble with the matching up though, so I'll be very clear about that. You can see this corner right here, this corner piece with 3 colors on it, has orange, blue, and white. In this slot here, we're looking for orange, blue, and white, so this is actually in the right place. It just is not orientated right. So you're going to get it out of there using R, U, R prime. You got to keep track of it, so you can keep a finger on it if you need to. And you're going to put it over top of that slot, and you want to make it so so the white is on either one of these 2 sides, not the top. So you'll get it out of there, and then do that same pattern that you already did, except with the left hand. And it's in there. This was kind of a bad example because it actually solved the first 2 layers on this side, but no worries. Sometimes we get an easy insert where the white is already on one of these 2 sides, and we can just do the pattern. Get it out of the way, R, U, R prime. But sometimes, when you line it up with the green, orange, and white, it's going to be on the top. So you can just do the same pattern again, angle it, so the white isn't facing up with the yellow anymore. Get it out of the way, and then bring that right face back down. When you look at the piece, if the white is on the right side of the cube, you're going to want to do the insert with the left side, so the L, U, L prime, or, just give me a sec, or if it's on the left side, you're going to want to do it the right hand variation, R, U, R prime. I put the emphasis on the wrong thing, crap. So we can see that this one's on the top, so we're just going to tilt it, move it out of the way, bring this side back down. You look for the corner, you find it again, you look at it, white's on the right side, so L, U, L prime. And there you have it, first layer. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? I'll be sad to say that that's not how the rest of this is going to go. But you guys can manage it. You're smart. You're interested in cubing. That means you're smart. Hopefully. For this next part, we're going to be taking these edge pieces, finding where they match up in the second layer here. The second layer in between the white and the yellow. And we're going to be inserting them. Like so. So you have that nice little block in there. There's an algorithm for this, and there's 2 variations of it that you can learn. One for inserting to the right, and one for inserting to the left. An example of both is where you have the edge piece, and the blue matches up, and the red is on the top for this blue and red piece. So you'd match that up, and then you do this algorithm using those moves that I taught you just a couple minutes ago. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And that inserts it, like so. I'm going to do it a few more times. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And one last time. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. All of those were examples of inserting from the left to the right. So now I'm going to do some examples of the reverse, inserting from the right to the left. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go. So this one, instead of moving from here to here, it's just going to move from that other one of the paired colors. So here to here. So the algorithm is going to be mainly using your left hand instead of your right hand. It's going to go like this. U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F. You see how it's just basically the reverse of the other algorithm? You're doing all the moves except on the opposite face. So instead of R moves, you're doing L moves, and instead of F moves, you're doing F prime moves. Just a note, the reason I did this as L and this as R, because when you look at it as the front face, that's clockwise. So that's an R move. And this looks weird, but that is an L move. It looks like it's moving down, but that is clockwise. Okay, we'll do the algorithm again. U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F. Finish up the layer. Okay, we did it. And no, we didn't. Now we did it. 2 layers done. This is always such a satisfying step. It's like you got a solid foothold and you're learning how to do it. And there's hope for humanity. You can save us all. Alright, next step. This is where it gets challenging. The bulk of the algorithms are contained in this section of the solve. This is the last layer. You have to solve this without messing up this. There are many cases on the last layer, which you can learn in OLL and PLL, and that's about where I'm at. But you're just a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner. I don't know. But what we're going to learn is just three to five simple algorithms that can kind of encompass all of the possible cases. The first one is to make a yellow cross. Remember that from the white? How the algorithm is going to go is F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F. That didn't get us to a cross yet, so we'll do it again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F. Oh, wow. That got us really close to a full last layer. But what that did do is get us a full cross. If you can ignore these corners, what's that? That's a cross. And that's what you want. So now what you want to do is just turn the yellow face until the most edges are matched as possible. That could be 1, 2, 3, or all 4. In this case, I have all 4. And now I only have 2. And now I only have 1. The algorithm for this is so smooth and easy to remember. It's my favorite still. How it goes is R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U. And that switches two of these edges. It switches the one on the front and the one on the left. So we can do it again. We want to switch these two things. We're going to go R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U. And they're all solved, just like that. Now we can focus on the corners. And we're here, the final step in solving this. For the last part, you want to try to find a corner that has all three of the colors that are needed for that slot. So look, blue, you got blue, red, you got red, and yellow, you also got yellow. All that needs to happen is that. But you can't do that. That's cheating. That's not allowed. So you pick that corner, and you put it right here on the front right place. You're going to do this algorithm, which actually rotates these three corners to get them in the right place. It goes like this. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And, yep, this one came here, and this one came here, and this one came here. But this one stayed in the same place, and all our edges are still good. So we'll do it again. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Oh, look at that! Corners were solved. Now these ones are in the right place, and there's only one algorithm that we need to do to solve these ones. Okay, we're on the last step. You guys excited? You better be. Great. Okay, now for this step, we will need one algorithm. How it goes is this. It's only one algorithm, and it goes R prime, D, R, D prime. And do that over and over and over again until the cube is solved. Okay? R prime, D, R, D prime. Down, left, up, right, 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 down, left, up, right. Okay? That's it. That's what you got to do. And remember, when a corner is turned and you're solving it, don't do this. Okay? Don't turn the whole cube. Just turn that one up face where the corners are. Okay? That's how you're going to solve it. And that's it. If it's solved, then you did it. Good job. You learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube.